Hi there, and welcome to the broadcast from UCP Headquarters. I am your host, Bruce McAllister. Thanks for being with us. We have a lot of information to bring your way this evening over the next few minutes as we wrap up the Alberta Election Campaign 2023 for Day 4. A huge announcement today from the UCP on jobs and the economy. We will hear from UCP leader Danielle Smith. We will also chat with Whitney Isaac, UCP candidate in Calgary-Glenmore. And we'll bring you a feature piece from a business owner who wants to tell you exactly how devastating it was under an NDP term and why he never wants to go there again. Plus, we have a feature on Tyler Shandro, UCP candidate in Calgary-Acadia, a very high-profile endorsement to share with you. And we will chat with UCP campaign manager Steve Outhouse. That's all coming up on the program. Let's begin with the big announcement of the day, the UCP with a bold new plan to create jobs and diversify the economy. They will be attracting much needed investment and workers in the healthcare and in the trades. Here is UCP leader Danielle Smith at today's announcement.
I'm proud to announce a number of initiatives today, starting with the Alberta Job Growth and Diversification Strategy, the United Conservative Party's forward-looking plan to continue growing our economy, create new opportunities, and move the province and Alberta families forward. To keep our economy growing, we need skilled workers for our new and existing industries. And not only do we want to attract them, we want to keep them here. Our Alberta is Calling campaign has had fantastic success, and we want to keep that going. As part of the strategy, our UCP government will launch the Alberta is Calling signing bonus for targeted skilled trades and professions where we have labour shortages, including healthcare, childcare, and trades. Eligible newcomers will receive a $1,200 payment after their first full year of living here. We will also be encouraging bright young Albertans in these same fields to stay here after graduation by introducing an Alberta Graduation Retention Tax Credit. So to encourage these students to stay and live in Alberta after graduation, this program will credit back a significant portion of education costs through a non-refundable tax credit between $3,000 and $10,000, depending on the program in question. This non-refundable tax credit will encourage graduates to stay and work within Alberta. But we can do more to attract workers in the skilled trades and professions. We need to eliminate barriers that block professionally trained workers from provinces and countries from applying for the jobs Alberta needs filled. The UCP government made changes to the Labour Mobility Act to help new Albertans get to work more quickly in their chosen professions so that they can support their families. But we need to do more. A re-elected UCP government will build on this work to streamline the certification of skilled trades and healthcare workers. Alberta will become the national leader in fast-tracking credentials recognition, including auto-credentialing. We will ramp up the fast-tracking of credentials we began earlier this year for doctors and nurses. And we will work with professional bodies to ensure that there aren't any unreasonable barriers in timelines for approving credentials for workers in any areas, but especially in those areas that our economy needs.
So just to recap, $1,200 signing bonus to attract workers in the trades, in healthcare, and in the childcare sectors. The UCP creating jobs for the future with this platform announcement today. Calgary-Glenmore UCP candidate Whitney Isaac was at today's press conference. She joins us now. Whitney, thanks for being with us. This is a big announcement today. Tell us a little bit more about what you heard and the impact that you're hearing it is having.
Well, thanks, Bruce. And it really is a welcome announcement. You know, it's so important when we think about why we're running in this election and what we're looking forward to providing for Albertans. You know, so many Albertans come here all the time. They've come here over history to create and build and dream, to raise a family and build a legacy. And today's announcement will really add to that. The announcement today some of the particulars I'm really very, very pleased with are the tuition tax credits for students to study and stay here in Alberta. And I think that's really incredible that we're going to be working to retain our good, solid Alberta students. We're also putting a signing bonus on our Alberta Calling newcomers. Alberta's Calling is a great campaign and it's working. Workers are coming here in droves. But why is that even important? It's important because we are growing our economy and we need the skilled trades and business people and workers to make all of this happen. Additionally, we're going to be making investments in CCUS, geothermal, and other important industries as we diversify our economy. We've made great progress on diversification over the years, and we're going to continue to do that. So it's an incredible announcement. It's great welcome news for so many, and it shows the vast difference between the UCP and the NDP.
Yeah,
what we showed today is we're moving forward.
Yeah, Whitney, listen, you've been hitting a lot of doors. I know that. You've been door knocking for quite some time. Give us a sense, some of the things that you're hearing and what are the big issues to Albertans. We had Rebecca Schultz on the program last night. She was talking about affordability, the tax cuts that the UCP has announced. Are those the types of things you're hearing as well?
I am. They want to see tax cuts, tax relief. They want to make sure that we're fiscally responsible. You know, we have a great resource here. Our natural resources are incredible. And as we have royalties, we need to make sure that we're good stewards of them. And that's important to people. But really what's important to people is making sure that their kids and their grandkids can stay here in Alberta, never have to leave to find work, grow up here so that we can have a whole bunch of new generations of innovators and creators and dreamers.
Great stuff. Well said, Whitney. I know we pulled you away from door knocking to do this segment. We appreciate you taking some time. We'll let you and your volunteer Miles, who's running that camera, get back to it. There's Whitney Isaac in Calgary, Glenmore tonight. You know, it's no secret that the Liberal NDP's coalition carbon tax is hitting Albertans very hard. The UCP opposes this tax. The NDP, led by Rachel Notley, do not. You know it's having an impact on your finances. Well, sadly, it's having a devastating impact on businesses as well. It really is. UCP leader Danielle Smith sat down with a local business owner to get his story and why he is warning everybody to never give the NDP another term.
Rachel Notley got in, and at that time, like all the rigs that Precision was building, they were all going to the States at the time. It's just a bloodbath of great established companies just saying, to heck with it, you know, and after you've been in business, if you've been kind of lucky enough to get through the things, but I think the last 3 years has probably been as good as it was in the 70s.
That's amazing. So how many trucks do you have?
75 or 80, I think now.
Okay, that's a lot of trucks. You probably pay for a lot of fuel.
A lot of.
So what did you think of the Trudeau carbon tax when it came in? Well, Notley brought it in first, and then it came in at the federal level and keeps on going up.
It's just another tax grab, and it's all this. It's this federal government just overreach into our lives and our businesses, and I was glad that you guys cut that tax off.
Yeah, we suspended the fuel tax, and we're going to keep on doing that until the end of this year. What kind of impact would that have on you?
Huge. Like we normally work around the Calgary area, but sometimes some of our pipeline customers really like us and request us. And we went to Fernie last year to do a help on a Trans-Canada project. So we're paying right now, I just looked it up 2 weeks ago, we're paying $1.30 for diesel here. In Fernie, which is a tourist town, but they have a bulk station, $1.94.
Oh my gosh, it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
So we promised that we're not going to increase taxes, either personal or corporate income taxes. We gave a promise, in fact, today that we're going to reduce, not only have we already reduced corporate income taxes, but we're going to reduce personal income taxes as well. What kind of impact do you think that's going to have?
Huge on us. Like we don't make a ton of money every year, but over the long stretch you probably do. But we have 50 employees and we'd like to have them well paid, but if our taxes, and it's like Dad Trudeau and everybody, they just
keep on taking a little bit more and a little bit more.
A little bit more and a little bit more.
So are you going to vote in this election?
Oh my God, yeah. I've voted in every election since I was 18. I might have missed one because I was up north. But I believe in conservatives.
I'll take that as good advice.
Yeah.
Well, another issue we are hearing a lot about is public safety. Minister Mike Ellis has done tremendous work for the UCP, of course, hiring more sheriffs and cracking down on social disorder to make our streets safer. Justice Minister Tyler Shandro, well, he has been equally impressive pushing it back against some of the liberal policy from the federal government that are allowing dangerous offenders to roam our streets and our communities. And here is Calgary UCP candidate Tyler Shandro with more on what he is proposing for Alberta and the stark contrast between UCP and NDP policy.
There's a violent crime wave sweeping the country, and Justin Trudeau and the federal Liberals are the ones to blame. They made it easy for violent criminals to get out on bail. Alberta, under the UCP, has pushed back and demanded bail reform. And we've hired 55 new Crown prosecutors and 100 new frontline police officers. Rachel Notley, on the other hand, has been silent. And our candidates are not just soft on crime, they actually want to defund the police. Our men and our women in uniform need our respect and they need our support now more than ever. In this election, vote for the party that will prioritize your family's safety. Vote for Tyler Shandro to be your UCP MLA in Calgary, Acadia.
There is Tyler Shandro in Calgary, Acadia. Well, you know, it's one thing every election campaign that parties strive for. High-profile endorsements. The higher the better and the more the merrier. And obviously, that's all designed to try and attract your vote and make you see value in voting for that party. Well, tonight, we have an endorsement from somebody you will definitely recognize, one of the most highly regarded and respected Albertans there is. Here is former Prime Minister Stephen Harper with why a vote for the UCP is a vote for Alberta.
Alberta's been through some tough years since 2015, but the economy is finally hitting its stride again and employment is booming. Yet that could all be derailed if the Notley NDP wins. We've seen what they've done before: job killing, tax hiking, anti-energy policies leading to mass layoffs, business closures, and recession. It took years to recover from the last NDP government. We can't risk going backwards again. Vote for Alberta. Vote Conservative.
You would be hard-pressed to find a stronger and more impactful endorsement for the UCP than the one we just heard from former Prime Minister Stephen Harper. Well, we're 4 days into this 28-day campaign, and of course, Election Day is May the 29th. Tonight, we want to introduce you to the man behind the scenes that's keeping the trains running on time in the UCP headquarters, in the war room. He is campaign manager Steve Outhouse, and we're happy to have him join us for a conversation. Steve, great to see you, and I know it's tough to pull you away from anything. 4 days in, how would you assess how we're doing so far?
It's great to talk to you, Bruce. Yeah, no, it's been a great first 4 days of the campaign. Obviously, our leader, Danielle Smith, has been out making some great announcements on policies that will help keep Alberta moving forward. Everything from tax relief to economic diversification, helping retain young people in the province so that they have they can see themselves living, working, staying here, raising a family. The announcement today that you talked about with our candidate, Whitney Isaac. A lot of exciting things. We also had, I think, a really important announcement yesterday to expose the true costs of the NDP plan to move Alberta's electrical grid to net zero by 2035. And that's something we're already hearing about at the doors, where people are concerned about seeing their electricity bills go up by 40%. And so, it's been a busy 4 days, trying to mark out the differences between the parties, between the leaders. That's what democracy is about. We're excited about it. And I'm excited to get to work with a great leader and a great team, and just very thankful for the work that's going on here at headquarters and across the province.
Fabulous. Hey, listen, I know that as a team builder like you are, you like to recognize those that are out there doing the work, and it takes an army, folks, Definitely. To run an election campaign. Why don't you, Steve, for us tonight, run through the boards of our top door knocking campaigns?
Yeah, pleased to do that. And it's exciting every day to kind of, we look at our dashboard and see, how many doors are getting knocked across the province. And it's really, really do appreciate all the volunteers that get out there day in and day out during this campaign. And so, but we want to recognize sort of our top three ridings from each region across the province. So we'll start with the region of Calgary tonight. So these are for the stats for Wednesday, May the 3rd. So for yesterday, Calgary, Calgary Klein, Calgary Northeast, and Calgary Cross. In the region of Edmonton, we have Edmonton Ellerslie, Edmonton Decore, and Edmonton Meadows. In the north, Morinville, St. Albert, West Yellowhead, and Bonnyville, Cold Lake, St. Paul. In the central region, Sherwood Park, Red Deer North, and Strathcona, Sherwood Park. In the south, we have Brooks Medicine Hat. We have a fantastic candidate running in Brooks Medicine Hat. And our team in Lethbridge rounds out the top three. We have Lethbridge West and Lethbridge East. So congratulations to all those ridings and their teams. And across the province, as of yesterday, the top riding in terms of doors knocked is Morinville, St. Albert. So congratulations to Dale Nally and his team for all the work that they're doing to identify supporters across the riding. Well done.
Yeah, great stuff for Dale. And Steve, we appreciate you taking some time to join us. Listen, commit to us this. You'll do this again. We've got 24 days left, so we'll have you back on and touch on some of the things behind the scenes and let people into the campaign a little bit.
Yeah, would love to do that, Bruce. Thanks.
Fabulous. There's Steve Outhouse, campaign manager, building a team, and I can tell you're doing a great job from UCP Headquarters. So that brings us close to the end of the broadcast for this evening. I do want to remind you before we go on this Thursday, May the 4th, you can reach us by sending us an email to recap@unitedconservative.ca. Again, that's recap@unitedconservative.ca. Send us your thoughts and your comments. Our broadcast comes to you 6 nights a week at 9 o'clock p.m. We air it on Danielle Smith's Facebook page, and we leave it up. So if you're not able to join us at 9 when we first air it, you can watch it throughout the day. You can start your morning, have a cup of coffee, and see how the day went on the hustings. Watch it at your convenience, and do share it on Facebook and Twitter as well. The audience is growing, and we are grateful to each and every one of you that takes the time to tune in. And thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you again tomorrow as we continue moving Alberta forward. Good night.